Ocean View Hotel. This reporter believes the name has a nice ring to it. Mr. Zane dreams would certainly make Bright Falls a household name if they become reality. Members of the commune clearly feel the same, seeing Zane as a person worth revering, even to a faintly cult-like degree. A person who guides his flock to expand their consciousness and reach a higher state of artistic inspiration with the aid of magic mushrooms. While Bright Falls record does not condone the use of illegal drugs, we hope Mr. Zane will help put our town on the artistic map.
Yeah, so in the original Alan Wake 1, he helped found a therapy retreat that was what the therapist Emil Hartman's place was made out of. In this continuity, it is instead like a manor commune.
Yeah.
The power's off.
Because rewriting and all that shit.
There's Tom the poet.
I looked him up. Igmar Bergman is a Swedish filmmaker who made a bunch of films, and he also did theater directing and screenwriting as well.
Cynthia Weaver
He made a bunch of shit.
Anything got recognized?
I'm looking.
Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed.
So most of it is from 1944 to 1944 all the way to like 2000. But he has Prison, The Devil's Wanton, Thirst, Three Strange Loves, To Joy, This Can't Happen Here, Summer Interlude, Divorce, Crisis, It Rains in Our Love, Torment, A Ship Bound for India, Woman Without a Face.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Port of Call, Eva. One of the ones I actually did recognize was a Persona in 1966.
Persona.
Which, funny name aside, I've actually that is one I actually have seen because it's about a nurse put in charge of a mute actress, and their like brains and personas of like who they are as people kind of seem to merge, and it has a lot of what you call it, bizarre imagery, lots of experimental stuff. So I can see the Stanley Kubrick comparison, definitely.
Yeah.
Cynthia Weaver hated being old. She'd been a doer, a fighter. Now the bathroom frightened her, afraid she'd break her hip, like Norman. Cynthia had always kept her lantern close, to hold the darkness at bay. "Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it," Cynthia said. "This will put a smile back on your face, my dear," a voice said. A man's voice. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. The light bulb had blown. She meant to replace it days ago. How could she forget? She had slipped getting out of the tub. She lay in the tub now. She lifted her hand. It looked wrong. Too many hands. In a black void with no sense of up or down, she was underwater. A dark shape pushed her down. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. It came out in bubbles.
You know, most light bulbs, like a good energy-saving light bulb, will last you a couple years. I don't think you need to worry too much about like changing the light bulbs all the time. And the technology to make a light bulb that lasts forever, it does exist, and you might be able to buy one.
Well, if you remember, she had like a million light bulbs in the dam and all over the place that she would routinely change right before they go out constantly. But the thing with this is, if you're touched by the dark presence or darkness in general, you have to be diligent to keep from eventually getting like consumed or like corrupted. And the brothers, Thor and Odin, have also been doing this forever, but Thor's starting to falter,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's what you're trying to prevent because Cynthia faltered and she got fucking taken, and then her as a taken was being used similar to the body of Barbara Yager in the
Yeah.
first game was used to try to corrupt Thor, but Thor is too strong for her to actually take. So instead of taking him, it's just going to try to kill him.
Yeah, yeah. Code is
Oh,
273. Rose, if you see this, please remind the residents to leave my stuff alone. I think they hate me.
poor guy.
Well, that old lady doesn't much like him. That's because he's Russian. The guy in the towel, he seems fine with him. Empty.
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
The old guy in the towel, he seems fine with the guy.
Yeah, well, yeah, it mostly just seems Aki keeps taking a shit, and the other woman's like, I hate Russians. Ati's like, listen, I'm the janitor.
No, you're not, Ati.
I'm the new janitor in town.
There. Power's back on. Shit.
What?
Careful.
God damn it. Old ladies scare me. You know, I don't think this computer's gonna be working. That is ankle deep water.
Yeah, the monitor might be okay.
Where's the actual case?
I think there is no computer. There might not be a computer case. It just might be they had this old monitor and they threw it in the basement.
Yeah. So, back into the house.
It's very interesting to me how much you try to strategically avoid combat, because I did the opposite. You play this much more like proper survival horror, where I was treating it more like RE4.
Well, I don't have like. Well, in the first game, you never got like a crazy amount of ammo.
That is true, but there were a lot of times in the first game, unlike this game, where you get locked in a room.
In the first game, I always found the best strategy would be if you get a shotgun or a rifle, you use it until it's done, and then go back to your handgun. Because you're bound to get another rifle or shotgun eventually.
Yeah.
A dam? Was Cynthia into
Upgrading. Did you grab the rifle? Didn't you?
No, I haven't grabbed it yet.
Yeah. Let me get that key. Tell you where the key item is. Hold
Okay.
on.
Yeah, there's the dam. There's the song.
Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming.
So, it's the doorknob was taken off of the door, right?
Yeah.
Uh, it's in the staff lounge, the wellness center. You should listen to the Cynthia and Tom one though.
Cynthia
Like,
Weaver smiled. Lost without her lantern? Nonsense. Cynthia felt as giddy as a young girl in love. Cynthia had loved Thomas Zane. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. Barbara was bad news. Tom had seen it in the end. Cynthia had been there to comfort him. And when he left, Cynthia waited. Years of waiting. Now Tom had come back to her. They'd be together now. See the world. She'd always dreamed of seeing New York. They were there now in a fancy hotel. She drew a bath. She would become like Barbara. No, better. She sank into dark water. Into Tom. Tom had enemies plotting against him. Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming. Anything for Tom.
so want to hear my theory on this?
What?
She's interacting with Scratch, but because Tom and Alan look almost identical, she thinks it's Thomas Zane.
Oh.
That's what I'm assuming. Because look at that image all the way on the right of Zane.
Everyone needs a hobby, I guess.
It's just Alan shaved now.
I'm guessing the woman in this photograph was not.
Yeah, and
Cynthia's
that's the
favorite.
old image of Zane and Barbara.
A lantern. Was Cynthia using it for protection?
Which is funny
Did she know
because
about the dark presence?
Zane in the first game was I'm pretty sure also had the short hair. That fucking
Now he has the
uh,
long hair.
yeah.
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
Oh, I remember this part of Alan Wake 1.
Yeah, that's the room she hid the clicker in.
Tor's a romantic, huh?
For a very special woman, T.
Listen, I can still get it up.
Tor disappeared into the pond. It's another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside?
There's a romance going on. Possibly started before she got taken. What does this say? Seduce Thor. Jab the selector and a missing record in this place.
The page says the record will open the overlap.
Yep.
Or is the page predetermining it? Am I just playing into the story?
She tried to drown the record in the bathtub. Missing from the museum. Only copy of the record.
A bathtub, a pond, a lake.
An
There's
ocean?
nothing here.
It's not a bathtub, it's an ocean. So can't use any of these? Oh. Email about recruiting Tor Noden. Oh, there's so much here. Emo pressuring Blum to recruit cult members. Yeah, he's a confirmed cult member. Yeah, right. Mom moved away with me because of Tor. Tor wanted to apologize but never got the chance. Why did Mom leave?
The Dark Presence uses people's memories, their fears to corrupt them.
I went down to the basement today to check the lights. I can't trust Blum to do it. He's too slow. But it's getting harder and harder for me to reach them. I can't keep up much longer. Eventually, she just lost the fight because she just got old. Tom's lamp is gone. The lamp with the angel on it. He always loved that lamp. It disappeared from my room. The darkness is here. After all these years, it took Tom's lamp. I know it did. The lights are going out more and more. There's no one left to stop it. I can't do it on my own. Not anymore. I have nothing left for Tom now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need Tom's lamp back. I need Tom back. The shadows are moving. There's no more light, no more lamps. I can't find my way out of the room. Someone locked the door. Did I lock it? Maybe Tom did. He probably did it to keep me safe. He is such a considerate man. Barbara doesn't deserve him. Tom could do so much better. Where did Tom's lamp go? I used to have it. I guess he took it back. That's fine. It was his after all. The shadows are moving? Did I write that? Nonsense. There are no shadows. It's just Tom. It's just us. Tom and I forever. I found something funny while I was down there. A newspaper article about Tom. But it called him a filmmaker. Tom didn't make movies. He was a poet. A magnificent poet. I dug around and found a film equipment, supposedly also Tom's. What is happening? This isn't right. I know it isn't. Oh, profiling. Thomas Zane.
Cynthia was close to someone named Thomas Zane. Who is he?
Tom was back. Tom had enemies. In a fancy hotel. Just his imagination. The nightmare started to creep in. Cynthia Weaver smiled.
An old flame. Maybe Tom was taken.
Alright, let's grab the record.
Anger's Remorse by Old Gods of Asgard. I need to play it in the jukebox.
Before you go play it in the jukebox, you need to grab that rifle.
Yeah. Oh, what about this? Oh, I can't use the thing on it?
No,
Oh.
you're not allowed.
T, you hear this shit?
He's like, man.
I mean, considering what we know about him, I think he'll be okay. This way. You guys alright? Yeah. So it was in the office?
You got to go to the lounge,
The lounge.
the staff lounge. You have a map, you should, right? Yeah, they hit it in the staff lounge.
Oh, back over there.
Yeah, you gotta get in there.
There it is.
Also, there's supplies around, probably. The game's not giving you more because like you have too many. Go get into combat.
I do like that balance. If you have too much, you won't get any.
You're gonna want to clear space for the rifle, though.
Yeah, you're right. That all? Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that should be all.
Like, the balance of limiting how many things you can have. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't need this battery. And I'm honestly not using the propane tanks either. So let's move these out of the way. Move this. Okay. Properly organized. So, where is it?
It's gonna be in his locker.
Yeah, make a right then a left. Yeah, here we go. Who just takes a doorknob and hides it?
The old people won't stop.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its lights shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment.
Ah,
We
okay.
watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
Now we got more context on that scenario situation. Ready for a fight?
Rifle. The rifle is good. It's very similar to the crossbow, but it has an actual like magazine of more than 1 or 2 shots.
Yeah. So now to the jukebox.
Hey, elderly people. Goodbye. Pig. You're gonna, yeah, like, you're gonna want to, yeah. These guys are bullet sponges. He's running away. Listen, she's the throat goat. Look out for the, yeah.
Ah!
That's just gonna charge you to knock you down. You got it.
Good.
The rifle's good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, very.
The only problem is you load one bullet at a time because it doesn't have an external magazine.
Mm-hmm.
It is also fun to have a game where you have a rifle that doesn't actually have a scope. Which is why I like the mod for the RE4 remake PC version. So when you hold up the rifle without a scope, you could just use it without the zooming in. You know what's really fucking pain in the ass? Resident Evil 4 VR trying to use the scope because on the rifle because it messes with me because of the depth perception. So I just use it in iron sights. I like this track. It's good. You're gonna have to fight your way to the water.
Ah! Ow! Fuck! Okay, we're here.
You're in a bunker. So you're in a bunker where there is the story about a girl that drowned years back.
Yeah.
This is like an abandoned Cold War bunker.
This is the bunker.
Yeah, Amnesia's around here somewhere. No, that was a World War I bunker.
The body of missing youth discovered in flooded bunker. Local girl Nora Hesberg, age 15, who went missing on Saturday of last week, was discovered dead in the sealed underground bunker near Valhalla Nursing Home on Bright Falls. Cause of death has been determined to be drowning. The incident occurred during a gathering of local youths at the bunker. Nora was first reported missing by her parents Sunday morning, when they discovered their daughter had not been returned home the night before. The police were contacted and they received a tip to check the bunker from one of the victim's acquaintances. Police are treating the tragedy as an accident. The community mourns the loss of its young member. Yeah, Mr. Podcast was talking about this when I was listening to him. Mr. Podcast.
His name is Pat Bain. God damn it! Put some honor to that name.
This isn't real. Fuck this place.
Yeah, I just remembered. Is it the story that Saga's daughter drowned?
Yeah.
Beware the drowned lady. This is clearly a different person who drowned. We're doing this.
Am I going in circles?
You're going loops.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing loops on you, pig. They're doing infinites.
Throw Lupin. Is this also looping? No, this is different.